In this orientation, you'll learn more about the Panhellenic Recruitment Council, or the Panhellenic Recruitment process and our Panhellenic Council. We're so excited to introduce you to our Panhellenic community here at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. And this recruitment process is one of growth and self-discovery, where you'll meet some of your first and maybe your longest friends in college. And it's a very rewarding experience and impacts so many members of our community in positive ways. And we're very excited to introduce you to this process.
So to preface, at UT, we have a values-based recruitment process. And so this is exciting because it gives you not only an opportunity to learn about each chapter's values and what they find important to them, but this gives you an opportunity to find out more about yourself and what you value in your friendships and when looking for a chapter. So you're going to discover a lot about yourself and what you hold true. And so just keep your values at the forefront of your mind when you're going through this process. And this will also allow you to just progress as an individual.
So our very first and virtual round is called Go Greek. So tomorrow on August 4th, the virtual Greek round will begin. This virtual round is completed through an online module on campus. The link to access this module will be sent in an email tomorrow morning, and it will be open from August 4th at 8 a.m. until August 8th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time to complete at your own pace. August 8th at 5 p.m., you will have a group Zoom link with your Gammakai to learn more about the mutual selection and the ranking process. You will then wait your turn to discuss your preference list one-on-one with your Gammakai and submit preferences. To do this, you will join a breakout room with her, and then you can leave once you make your submission. If you have a conflict with this Zoom, please contact your Gammakai. Please feel free to discuss your list and how you feel about the Go Greek round in general. Your Gammakai will be so excited to help you through this process, and they have a fantastic advice to give when needed.
And then the start of our in-person rounds will be the Philanthropy and Service Rounds on August 11th, 12th, and 13th. And this will be the opportunity to visit up to 10 chapters for 30 minutes each. And you'll learn more about the philanthropic organizations and foundations that each one of our chapters supports on a national and a local level, as well as learning more about our Panhellenic philanthropic organization. Women will also be able to talk about their previous volunteer experiences, share the organizations and causes that they're passionate about, and discuss their favorite hobbies.
So next up on the Thursday and Friday is Sisterhood Round. And so this is when you all can attend up to 6 chapters. And these are going to be about 45 minutes long. So you're going to learn a lot about what membership looks like on a deeper level. And this is going to include some of that financial cost breakdown, as well as time commitments and obligations if you were to be a member of that chapter. So this is a great time for you all to ask all the questions you want to know more about, including, connections, relationships, those friendships, opportunities, and experiences within the chapters.
So on Saturday, we'll have our preference round on August 16th. So preference is the final and most serious round of primary recruitment. PNMs may be invited to up to 2 chapters preference rounds, each 1 hour long. During this round, chapters will show a more serious side of the organization, revealing some ritual and personal stories about what their chapters mean to them. Women should focus on connecting how they feel in each of these chapters on this day.
And then the final day is bid day on Sunday, August 17th. Bid day is when PNMs will open their bids. You all will meet your Gammakai group in the village, and everyone will open their bids together on the sorority village lawn. You will wear the PNM t-shirt, which will be given to you on your first day by your Gammakai or at Gammakai meet and greet, which we'll touch on later. And after you open your bids, you'll be able to run home to your new chapter and celebrate.
So the companion app is how you are going to receive your daily schedules. So you're going to receive these at the beginning of each round. And you're also going to submit your preferences through this app. And so your Gammakais are going to walk you through all of this, and they're going to give you more details when you guys are all on that group Zoom on August 8th. But this is kind of just the setup of what it's going to look like on your phone.
So after your preference round is concluded, this is whenever you get to potentially sign an MRABA. So the Membership Recruitment Acceptance Bidding Agreement, also known as the MRABA, is a binding contract that each PNM will sign at the end of preference round during recruitment. At this point, a PNM may have a maximum of 2 chapters left on her schedule. When viewing the MRABA, You will have 3 options. You may choose not to complete the form, therefore withdrawing from recruitment. You can maximize your options by listing all chapters from which you will attend to accept a bed. And so then you will then list these preferences in order. And then you may choose not to maximize your options by putting down only 1 chapter. This does not guarantee that you will receive a bed from this chapter on bid day. If a PNM signs an MRABA and receives a bed but chooses not to accept the invitation, she must wait a full calendar year before participating in any Panhellenic recruitment processes. She is not eligible for continuous open bidding in this year.
And then with financials, the National Panhellenic Council has a program named the Financial Transparency Program. And this is a tool to inform potential new members about the real costs of joining and being a member of a Panhellenic chapter, and which is prior to and during recruitment, to allow you new members to make informed decisions. And so we have collected and linked all the finalized forms on our Panhellenic website, as well as our Office of Sorority and Fraternity Life website, if going into recruitment, learning more about the financials is something that you are interested in.
So, Gammakais, you should have been reached out to by your Gammakai by now, put in a group chat and everything. So make sure that you know your group number and theme so you can easily find them in the village, which you will actually find out this group number and theme at Gammakai Meet and Greet, which we'll tell you a little bit more about in a minute. So each morning, your Gammakai will reach out to you with your schedule for the day, when you should come to the village and everything. And at the end of each round, you're going to be voting on your preferences with your Gammakai. So they're going to be available throughout the day to answer any questions, have those conversations. And I would just recommend really just leaning on them. They're trained to be able to walk you through this process. They've been on both sides of recruitment, so they are very well equipped. So yeah, just any questions or concerns, be sure to reach out to them.
So buses will pick up at Gate 21 at Neyland Stadium. You guys will be able to walk to Lower Alumni Memorial Building, which is 1408 Middle Drive, and find the buses. We will also post the bus schedule on our Instagram at Tennessee Panhellenic each morning.
And then for recruitment conflicts, if you have a conflict and cannot attend any rounds during recruitment, please let your Gammakai know. You need to tell them the time and the reason of the conflict, and the Panhellenic recruitment team will try to accommodate your conflict so you don't have to miss a round, but it is not guaranteed. So we ask that you prioritize being fully available during recruitment so you do not miss out on the process. And if you do have any questions about conflicts or round times, your Gammakai, like Lydia said, is a great resource to reach out to.
So now to touch on the Gammakai Meet and Greet. So that's going to be Sunday, August 10th, so in a week, from 6 to 9 at the 21st Mortgage Plaza. So we've put a little map, but it's right outside of the Starbucks in the Student Union. So it is going to be outside. So it's a fun and casual event to meet your Gammakai group, but to also meet the other PNMs in your group. Think kind of block party style sort of event. So this is also where you're going to receive your PNM t-shirt and bag. The Panhellenic recruitment team, as well as the chapter presidents, are going to do a little introduction, and then you'll get to kind of mingle with your Gammakai group. But if you're not moving in until the 11th, you will just meet your Gammakai and receive all your PNM merchandise when you first enter the village for your philanthropy round. So when you get there on the 10th, be sure to look out for your Gammakai number and sign. But yeah.
So for your VConnect app, please download the VConnect app on your phone. You will then be directed to sign in with your Net ID. Next, click on your profile in the top right corner and click Profile. Next, screenshot this QR code and save it to your camera roll. We recommend you put this in a favorites folder. This QR code will be used for check-in at all major UT events on campus, as well as for Gammakai Meet and Greet on Sunday the 10th.
It's just a QR code to download that VConnect app. And this has also been included in that PNM Next Steps email that you all received last week with a step-by-step instructions for how to download the app and get that QR code in your favorites folder. And then lastly, the Panhellenic pop-up shop is something that will be in Sorority Village this year to create a more inclusive and accessible recruitment process. During recruitment, we have a shop with lightly used clothes that PNMs will be able to wear during recruitment rounds. You'll be able to keep the clothes that you choose to take free of charge, and it will be held in a pop-up tent at the front of Sorority Village all throughout the week, where you can browse as you please and take any clothing that you desire. Thank you so much for joining our PNM orientation. We are very excited to kick off our Go Greek round tomorrow and also begin in-person rounds a week from tomorrow. Your Gammakais have been working tirelessly this weekend at our Gammakai retreat in Ocoee, Tennessee, really preparing to welcome you all to our Panhellenic community. So please reach out to them if you have any questions. And thank you so much for joining the webinar.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.